What's up, Humanity's Facebook coming at ya, and I'm going to talk to you about what goes into making your own tarot deck. So, making your own tarot deck is an excellent way to not only learn the meanings of the cards, but to get yourself really well acclimated with a specific deck because you made it. Like, there's really no way I can think of that puts more of your energy into something. So attuned might be the right word. What you need to do to make your own deck is start with cards. I mean, you could start with card stock and cut it, and then that would be the start, but ultimately you're still going to have something card-like. There's lots of shapes and sizes you can use for making your own deck. You can buy the larger ones. This is the first deck I ever made. There's both sides. Here's some of them. They can be any shape, whatever you're willing to shuffle, because I'll tell you what, shuffling the circle ones is a bitch. You're going to want to research the meanings of the cards. Yeah, and a lot of the cards have specific symbolism. I'm not editing that out because I don't like editing. A lot of the cards have specific symbolism inside of each card you'll find consistent among all decks, for the most part. And then if you're not making a tarot deck, you can do an oracle deck, which is like pretty much free form. I should have got them out. Fuck. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to stop, or otherwise I'll never finish this. So you start with some cards, right? Most of the time, in my experience, you're going to have shiny cards. Do you have to have blank cards? Absolutely not. I have a fine deck right here that someone made me. I didn't have to make it myself. She's the greatest. Whoa. It's Wrecking Crew Tarot. If you don't know, you should probably try to figure it out. The Wrecking Crew is a group of badass humans, even if they won't let me play D&D with them. Anyway, a bunch of badass humans who have come together under the leadership or consensual worship of Recognize. He's like a rapper, I guess, kind of an artist more than just a rapper, significantly more than just rapping. He's got a beautiful singing voice, and he's an excellent human in general, just literally an excellent human. But check him out on Patreon if you want, The Wrecking Crew, or Spotify, or any Apple Music, probably. I don't do Apple. Anyway, this is about tarot cards, even though Rex is the bomb. Alright, so my friend Kat made me these for Valentine's Day. And, like, I've done a bunch of these decks, similar decks. You just write on the fucking cards. Who gives a fuck? You can read the deck of cards without any writing. It's basically the minor arcana, and you put the page and the knight together is the joker, or not joker. What the fuck is it? The J. The jack. Whatever. But what she did is she put the 52 freestyles that Rack did in 1 year, because he's fucking legendary, on one on each card. And it was fucking genius. One of the most genius things I could even conceive. I'm trying to find the main card to show you guys. Anyway, so you can use a deck that's got printing on it already. There's certainly no problem with that. I have been fortunate enough. I guess I do have to dig out some decks. I'll be right back. You won't even know any time it's passed. So, again, thank you, Kat. You're the fucking bomb. You shouldn't be real picky, because, like, if you think outside the box, you can find some dope-ass shit to make decks out of. Like these clear fucking game cards. Some weird game. I don't know. I'm always shopping for cards. But they're see-through. So, like, I throw them on top of regular cards. Do I have any regular cards? Of course I do. So if you're randomly reading, you have a reading laid out, you can throw the clear cards on top of them. Okay, so what we have here is a toxic Knight of Wands. Or the truth hurts about this Knight of Wands. He's getting a bad rep, yo. Okay, how about this? The clock is ticking for the Knight of Wands, so he better hurry up and act on what he's trying to be impulsive about. Cool, right? This is a sort of clear deck I made as a gift from someone the cards were, and so I just made it into a oracle deck. Super dope. I love it. These are plastic. I like the plastic cards because they don't really get bent from shuffling them a lot, but it's a little bit trickier to get the, well actually no, it's hard to get the writing to stay either way. So on that note, I'm going to recommend a brand of pen to you. Oh god, Bob. I'll come back to the pen. Basic Sharpie. Basic black Sharpie for the... Fuck me, I'm going to have to find the black deck. I have a deck that's black on black. I'm going to have to go dig out of the corner over here. And I used a silver Sharpie for that, which turned out really cool. These ones had some printing on them, so I just wrote around the words. There's a Mayday song, which was Rex band or whatever group. But it's really cool to be able to have your own messages, and I think this size card shuffles really well. Oh, I gotta go dig out these black ones. Okay, I don't know where the black ones are. Don't judge me for not knowing where my tarot cards are. I made them, I can move them if I want to. Also, I use those ones a lot, so if I'm going to run out of the room, there's a likeliness that they're going to come with me, and then they're probably, you know, in one of my many junk piles. Don't live like that, guys. Continuing my speech here. Recently, like in the last week or two, I've come across a amazing fucking deal on eBay. You get 4 packs, playing card size. Authentically blank. Amazing. And if you decide to go check the deals out on eBay, holler at your boy and give her a fucking deck of blank cards. Or make me a deck. If you're watching this, you could totally make me a deck. I have a problem with cards, clearly. Now, continuing my lighter speech about making your own cards. Before I continue. Why don't I make any content, Sarah? Because it's chaos when I do. This is the first deck I ever made. Yes, it's the Oracle of Wisdom Tarot. I put a year's worth of work into these. And I studied, the meanings of every card. This is how I learned the meanings of every card. Wish fulfillment. What do the fish want more than anything? A falcon wants a bunch of worms. Survival against the odds. It was an amazing experience, to be honest. Okay, so there's like 2 or 3 cards that aren't actually finished. Oh, right in my eyes. There is some artwork I wish I could redo, and some concepts that I missed on. But some of the cards, I really surprised myself. And it's a personal growth experience, and more than anything, it's gonna really, really, really get you inside the energy of tarot, inside the world, like the spiritual truth of what tarot can be. And even though it's not all the way done, and like I said, there's some concepts I kind of missed on, I'm super satisfied. And if I need to know an answer, not a casual reading, I'm gonna use this deck because I put so much of my life into it. I had a house fire and I lost the 2 decks I've been using for 20 years. And this is the deck I made after that, the first deck I had after that. So, definitely a growth experience. Before I go into starting to suggest more products or the pens or whatever, just gonna give you some more ideas. So, everyone loves 18 plus readings, right? Pick a pile, whatever. So I got these cute little cards. I duct tape over them. And I couldn't get a read on the cards. Like, I couldn't get an idea from each thing because the images are very repetitive. And so I just wrote a word on the top and bottom, and I just, shuffle them out and then take the reading that way. It's a lot easier for me to connect with that than it was just for the pictures. Now, let's talk pens. If you're going to do any kind of artwork, and of course I showed you my artwork, it wasn't like super detailed or intricate, but it was small lines. So, being that Sharpie is like the #1 brand for permanency, these little super micro point fucking Sharpie pens come in like 28 colors, which is bomb. It's plenty of colors, and they don't smear. After hundreds of times shuffling those cards, probably way more than hundreds, not thousands, but several hundred, the images haven't smeared. And now you do want to let the ink dry, so don't rub your hand across it or any stupid shit like that. But if you write, once you draw on there, let it dry, it'll stay forever. Definitely a bomb ass fucking set of pens. Is there anything else I want to tell you about making your own deck? So there's a lot of products out there like this. It's a gift for a friend, so I can't even publish this video until after I send this to him. But right side up there. No, they were just reversed. You just color them in, pop them out, and then fucking there's your deck you just made. So there's a lot of really cool ways to get your own set of cards, divinatory cards, I guess. And I definitely encourage it because it's just something different about the way the message gets through to you when you put it on the card. And the cards I made, this deck, it doesn't have the same meaning as for each card. It's not completely the same as if I read from another deck. Every deck's got its own little differences. And when you become a reader, if you're a reader, you'll know when each card is telling you something different. And if I'm reading tarot and I drop a shitload of cards, or if I use these two decks to clarify the message, if the same card comes out the same way twice, no matter if it's in the same spot or not, I check my book. I have an actual book. So if you're going to make your own deck, I definitely suggest either doing a lot of research online for the symbolism and the meanings of each card, or I suggest just buying a book and read as you go. I like paper, but a lot of people don't like paper. So if you don't like a book, make sure you do research online. One of the benefits of paper is, like getting a book, you can reference it at the moment, like get a overall concept of one system for the cards, and then go from there. But if you like chaos, I'm down with that too. Chaos is a cool thing. Theming your cards is a great idea. I didn't theme my deck specifically, and I'm sure if I ever make another one, I will theme it, because it's just nice to have consistent art patterns. I guess my consistent pattern is Sarah's Cartoon Chaos, but whatever. I hope this was informative, and I encourage you to make your own decks, and it's an amazing experience, so hurry up and go buy some shit and make a deck. Or if you have a pack of shitty cards laying around, or good cards, and a Sharpie, or any permanent marker, you can deal with whatever, just don't smudge it till it dries. Make a fucking deck. It will be amazing for you, and I definitely think that you'll enjoy it. Peace the fuck out, world.